Sure. Could I do that? I don't know what he'd be
Up?
inciting. Let's do that. See what's up. And that's pretty good. I don't think I have guidance, considering, you know...
Yeah, everyone's partying right now.
They are party
16,
rocking
though.
in the house tonight. Does it come off as a... She feels she wants to be alone, but it's probably not the best thing for her kind of thing?
She has no denomination on what's best for her, so I can't answer that. She does want to be alone, though. 16, it's not great, not terrible, not great, not terrible, to quote Chernobyl.
Oh my god.
Not great,
It's above mid.
Add a D8.
I can give you a dart.
He was running out of points, but she still has some.
Oh. It's an short rest.
Blessed be big sister Eva.
Thank you, Eva.
Just ignore that I was fucking prying into your private life.
She would have done the same.
Yeah. Has
done the same.
Actively is.
Literally has done.
We'll do the same.
24.
Delicious.
I'm gonna give you two potentially very real existential things. One is something I hope none of you guys can empathize with, but I will use it because it is honestly one of the best ways I can describe it. For someone that has died or has intended to die, living is an interesting perspective thereafter the fact. You feel like a bit like a ghost, right? The concept of no longer being in the world but still walking amongst it puts you in a very, very specific perspective. Again, like a ghost. So that's part one. Part two, and this is probably more common, is there are times where being with people makes you feel even lonelier.
Yeah.
Because you feel so distinct and beyond the people you're hanging out with.
Right, I think the comment earlier was something along the lines of feeling alone in a group of people.
Yes. And that's where Mina's sitting at right now. She's not as plagued of thoughts of death as opposed to right after reuniting with her brother. But she just still carries this perspective of what do I want? Where do I fit in the world? Which has been tackled a bit here in the out of game. Tackled here and there by a number of you. Falk, to point out one of you. But it's as is. You can keep putting it away, but it has this insidious way of coming back. You have to really focus up and keep beating it back in order to be normal, so to speak. Which is fine and well. She does her damnedest to do that. It's the second piece that is making it a bit harder. In a way, you guys being in a fight or flight arc has sort of kept her busy, right? Goal survive.
But now
what do
she's
you do?
idle.
Anything? Yes. Perhaps she's never been in a battlefield, a siege, a skirmish. But Mina carries a heart of a warrior. This is a time of peace. So it's a rather complex bouquet of issues for Mina right now.
Silence is always the loudest before you go to bed.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, she did go to bed, fortunately. Just,
now she has to try and go back.
just didn't keep. But Eva has a second level spell slot she could cast.
Go to sleep!
Go to sleep and stay asleep this time.
You can't add more
Sleep
words to
until
suggestion,
morning.
it's a single word. Try me.
It's not a single word, it's a phrase.
That's
Oh,
It is.
easy. How about this? Since like you were mentioning, it is late, and I think we're mostly done. Do you have time this week to do maybe a one-on-one?
It depends on how long do you think the one-on-one's going to be. Because I don't mind holding on for another 30 and resolving it.
For sure.
It's better for my scheduling that way.
That's fair.
And honestly, we're already past overtime, so I'm like, alright.
By like 40 minutes.
This will be good practice for when we go to the blood mandate stuff.
I went up and left my room for a second when I was gone, and I was thinking about that. I was like, today is one of those days where it'd be amazing to
have an
play
hour.
a second game.
Yeah, right. Like we can carry that momentum. So this is a little stretch test. I know I sound like an old timey prospector there, but
this is a stretch test.
I'd rather sound like a new timey prospector.
What's a new timey prospector? Cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin.
I knew, motherfucker. That took a
Up at me
second.
saying that. Tego does not like cryptocurrency.
With just as much enthusiasm as an old timey prospector.
anyways.
Hey,
Cryptic currency.
So yeah, maybe want to do it now. I don't mind.
Hold on, I'm writing down a goofy quote.
Do I even have any
That's-
pins left?
If that's
I don't
the
know.
case, I think I will.
I don't think
hop
you
off
do.
And go to sleep.
That's
I do
fair.
not,
You usually are asleep like 3 hours
you-
ago.
Yeah, thank you for staying on. Thank you for staying.
Yeah,
on.
I've been having a little bit of sleep issues the past few days, so I'm wide
Well,
awake. So I'm gonna
Well,
try to-
man.
allow me to hell. Wait, more is this incentivizing it? You're an adult. Take an inspiration for hang out with us.
Hell yeah.
Oh, how sweet.
Give me some of that toxic fuel.
All right. Well.
Fun.
Before I hop off, can I
Ah.
try and get a read off of Eva? I want to kind of see if there's anything about her that reveals how she feels about not being any amongst the dancers. Is she content playing music, or would she have liked to dance?
Ooh, roll me insight. At advantage from an unseen source. But I can tell you guys out of game. I can make it seen. You guys are wondering what my stealth roll was for.
Da-da-da!
He's hanging out in the carriage with her.
Does she know he's there?
Nope. He rolled a 26 versus her
He is
passive of
so
22.
sneaky.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a sneaky son of a bitch, isn't he?
Well, and he's invisible in dark light, so while he's
It would only be dim light for where he's at right now, so he'd have advantage. Not fully, but he's definitely harder to see. Definitely harder to see. 23.
23.
Eva is content being the musician. As the orchestrator, not only of music, but of grand machinations, she... it's not just accepted. It's not that she just accepted it, but she welcomes being the sideline observer. To her, the effect she's having on you guys is really the greatest reward. She doesn't need to be a dancer. Dancers are definitely the people in the spotlight the most, but they're also the people in the spotlight.
Right.
She's happy to, well, play music, give you guys the forum to dance and have merriment, and at a 23, she's definitely been doing her own sneaky shenanigans just by playing music. The music is muscle memory combined with passion. The sneaky shenanigans is doublethink with a spare set of eyes. And of course a nimble. Can't neglect Nimble's contributions.
Trust Nimble. Okay. Okay, so if I ever ask her to dance, I'll ask her to dance in the dark, away from the spotlight.
That's your prerogative. You have an uphill battle, my friend. Consider you had to contend with her favor of the Emperor.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a little bit rough. A little bit.
Just be Syrian.
Easy.
But
Convert.
who knows? Maybe some place or time in Eulonia, you'll have a better forum to ask her.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you can ask her out here in the middle of the road
No.
by Lakeside. Who knows?
No, not here. Not now. Not in this context. Especially with Jin snooping around. I'm looking at you, Garth.
What? No, you're crazy. He has no idea who it could be. He genuinely doesn't, which is the funniest part.
the Kanaba shoots a laser beam. For the
I
good.
It just flies over, smacks you in the head. Go dance with her!
Good night, you all.
Good night.
Good night.
Nah, buddy.
Good night.
So, on the Mino topic.
Me, the Kanabo. I'm distracting myself with the okay, well, I can't distract myself with the dumb bit. It doesn't want to move. Alright. Fine.
Roll20 editor knows. Also, I can't even select it either, so...
Yeah. I mean, I could select it. I can't move it. I could delete it if I wanted to, but it's gonna stay there because I can. Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do the thing that I messaged you about absolute months ago when we were still in Zombie Apocalypse Town.
You had to remind me then.
Yeah, it was the I suggested playing a game of Go to try and explain why she should lay off Falk. Like their rivalry between Skarian and Ungati, thank you. But now it might serve a different purpose. He had the things still. He can make a makeshift Go thing. It's not hard. You just need basically some
Rock
small pebble. That's a delineated colors. He will wave over to her. She'll say, "No, I'm good." He'll go back to this for about 3 seconds and start like tapping his foot, which is his internal, which is him realizing, "No, I have to go do something, don't I?" He will go to wherever his kid is and collect that stuff to play that game.
Yeah, probably
I
the
imagine it's
carriage.
in the pouch. Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Do not disturb the cat, the animals. Pets the horse. Keeps going. Grabs the stuff. And unfortunately for her, he will head over there.
You catch a barter from Eva. You
Oh,
go
hell
for
yeah.
a blessing. That's our last one.
I've used... This will be the second one of Oliver's. Oh god. Have a verdict. Where could he possibly position this chair that still allows her to have her view and he's not interrupting it that much?
Where it's at right now, honestly. Because she can still see the coastline this way.
Yeah. Okay, cool. He doesn't want to be intrusive into her life, but he still wants to be present. That's weird. Anyways.
You walk up, and she doesn't say anything. Although it's quite clear that she's not... She's a bit harumph that you are coming over here, but doesn't tell you to leave.
Like,
She just sort of ignores you a bit as she keeps looking at the water, the dancing. I would say Molly probably goes to sleep as you go to talk to Mina.
That's fair. He will just hold the bag and sit and ask, you want to play a game?
I'm not doing anything, bro.
Alright. Could take your mind off of everything.
I doubt it. Not even sleep can take my mind off of things, it seems.
Oh. The trouble seems to be that way.
Loves its company, huh? That's what keeps me around so much.
I don't know what to do.
You ain't dancing with the rest of them. She gives like a dry chuckle. I'm sure you and Badger can do a mean dance, huh?
I tell them I have 2 left feet, but I could probably dance pretty okay. I just don't want to. What I want to be is over here. Sounds very false, but it is genuine. I, as Garth, don't know what to say.
She continues staring at everyone. Her hand tucked under her chin, her other arm on the tabletop. Just staring. People watching. Tides behind you, giving you a gentle background lullaby alongside the music Eva's playing.
Alright.
Like the Kingdom Hearts main menu sounds.
Haha.
It does play music, but also has wave sound effects.
I don't know where he would start. I'll just go with the first sentence that pops in my head. I imagine you feel very lost.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Shakes her head. Too many things for me to consider in this world. He does a bit of a dry chuckle. I envy. Past me. Not even a year ago, my life was a lot easier. And I had to throw it all away.
What caused you to throw away your life?
She shakes her head. I don't even know. I guess I just wanted to be a mistwalker. She holds up her hand, and you see a ripple of mist. Like a cross-section of her flesh becomes mist, and it ripples down from her fingertips down to her arm. Got my wish.
Not every wish is... Every wish comes out how we want. I wanted to be... in battle with my sister. Not battle, but... caught up with
I get you, bruv. I was the same way with my brother. Orama.
Was he also the favored child that was destined for greatness?
He was definitely destined to be a mistwalker. He was always better. I know about destiny, though. Destiny is what we make of it. That's what Basmi would have said. Now I feel like... She looks out towards the water. I feel like a stone caught in the tide. Being thrown this way and that way.
Mm-hmm. Suppose you just have to see what path it takes you to. Which isn't a comfortable or splendid thing to hear.
What's your sister be like, huh? You guys know a lot about my brother. Haven't met him. I don't recall seeing your sister in the dreaming world we were in.
Yeah. He kind of leans back. And that's when she was in her bedroom. We were asleep at the time.
Ah.
She was
Got some
always...
fancy digs. You all got some fancy digs.
Yes, but... I don't know. He just kind of shrugs. I would trade it all for... I would take a simple life if it was... better. Having fancy digs does not make everything happy. She was always, like I said, the best, but... she didn't really let it get to her. Of the people in our house, she was the one that made sure I was... in any way happy.
She looks at you. That's a good sister. She taps the side of her temple. Of course, it was a girl. You boys won't be doing the same. She does with a smirk.
Oh, what? Your brother was your bully growing up?
She shakes her head. No. Wasn't my bully. Not on purpose, at least. I was my own bully. Doing this thing and that thing, trying to catch up to him all the time. Only make myself look like a fool.
Yeah. Yeah. He just kind of nods like, I get it. No matter what you do, you can't exactly match up, even if it's everything you got.
Just right. Yeah, to be expected though. He was my older brother.
Mhm.
Got to get to them lessons first.
Sure. From the sounds of it, he was naturally inclined for it.
Oh yeah. Just her stares at the water for several moments. Yeah.
And then they were gone.
Keep staring at the water.
Oh, I won't say that I understand everything that is happening in your life, but from what I do understand, it hurts.
No, we all got problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't mean to. She stops.
You're not a burden.
Yeah. You can say that all you want. Doesn't stop me from taking it.
I know. Maybe in
She holds
time...
out her hand.
Go on.
And once again, it becomes misty. Although this time, the cross section is a lot bigger. Before, it's like an inch width, but now it's like 5, to the point where a good chunk of her hand is missing, becoming its misty ethereal form as she stares at it, and it holds there. She just stares at it.
I think he'd be impressed.
Him, a year ago, yeah, he'd be impressed. But now, she shakes her head. I don't know if he'd be afraid of me. Afraid for me. Going down a path he's already swam down. Even Falk be telling me that there's still a chance of bringing him back. There's got to be something out in this crazy world that can do it. She shakes her head. There's a lot of things this crazy world can do. I just don't know if it should be done. And no one's going to tell me that answer. Maybe there isn't an answer. Her hand rematerializes as she makes a fist. But he hated being brought back.
I was about to ask you that.
Shakes her head. I don't know.
Do you think you are trying to do what's best by him, or you're trying to find something for you to do?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Most people in life don't know what they're doing. And then you get in a mess with crazy people in the middle of an exploding city.
I don't think most people go do that, bruv.
It's a rare thing.
He stares back at everyone dancing. It's nice watching everyone be so happy. Even that psycho Tal.
Yeah, that was a lot of effort on several different fronts to get him involved.
Oh yeah, I bet. You slipped some special drug into that thing of his. getting all hot and buttered.
I'm pretty sure if we did put some kind of drug in the system, it would probably already be in the system.
So you tell me it's unbothered all the time.
He chuckles. I was like, maybe that's a secret. Maybe that's why he can throw big ass weapons around.
Might as well give a should probably give a 1 in Dadalia then.
No, it's
Yeah,
too
it
late
sounds-
for her. Let's her live her let her live her life and her mistakes.
He scans across her run. If Fire's down to a razor, that's interesting. She cast some curse on him, some hex.
No, he volunteered for it. Probably to make sure Tal could not escape the dance by going to Riza instead. Also because he's genuinely interested.
Both of those things sound like something Fires would be doing.
Hmm?
Let's see. Falcon Irina, of course, make perfect sense.
Mhm.
Anvil with Anlaze, again, that make a perfect sense. Watching Karak dance with Badger though, that's she does like with her free hand, like this up and down gesture. Bit weird just looking at the height difference. But it looks like both of them are having fun.
True. And we couldn't make stilts in time for Badger, so height difference has to stay.
I should have just put him on Edelweiss.
Well, then you have the height difference in the opposite direction. He's too tall.
He's to walk with.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can dance on top of Ace.
Next time we pull some strings, I'll make sure to get you in on the loop. You have very good ideas.
Nah, bruv. She doesn't dismiss way then. Don't put me in all that shenanigans you guys be doing. It'll be bad enough having that shadow of Fires around. Don't want to get on more.
Yeah. Very strange thing.
And then Eva's at the top, playing her music.
She's doing a lot more than just playing, I imagine.
Probably. She just stares for some moments. A moment apiece. Can't get too lazy though. We get this relaxed before we make it to Eulonia. They gotta drag us around half asleep.
True. Yeah, warriors in times of peace tend to lose themselves and not know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, music.
Don't make me
Nice.
bust out the mulcher bot.
I thought you were talking to me for half a second, then I heard bot. I'm like, oh god.
I'm staring at.
Squint. Fix the bot real quick. Give me a second to think. Breathe.
The bot's struggling because we're going overtime.
The bot's like, I'm not getting paid overtime.
You're not getting paid.
Actually, so yeah, you're right. Says it's playing, but I'm not hearing anything. There we go. Just had a bit of. Nope.
Eh.